Okay, to solve this problem, we need to remember 3 different neural pathways. 2 from the sympathetic, and then our parasympathetic one as well. Looking at 2 from the sympathetic, the first one we need is this one. Okay. First one we're going to look at. I'm going to put all the details in here just to review. But we've got acetylcholine being released both there and there. These are both N2 receptors. This one has no epinephrine. And this one has acetylcholine again. Okay. This one on the top, it's going to affect 3 kinds of tissues. We've got smooth muscle, various glands, and cardiac muscle. These receptors are adrenergic receptors. Meaning, if you remember, we have our alpha 1 through 2, got our beta 1 through 3, and then this one is just sweat glands. And it is controlled by muscarinic receptors. Which are M1 through 5. In this, so M1 through 5 are muscarinic receptors in general. This one in particular is controlled by M3. Okay. Now we need to review parasympathetic. Our singular parasympathetic. We have acetylcholine, both of these. And if you can guess from the muscarinic and acetylcholine there, these are controlled by muscarinic receptors. M1 through 5. Okay. Now let's look at the problem. We are treating someone with a muscarinic antagonist. We've got muscarinics on this one and all of our parasympathetics. We know that the sympathetic and parasympathetic innervate the heart. The parasympathetic uses muscarinic receptors. The sympathetic does not use muscarinic receptors. So we're going to inhibit the parasympathetic, leaving the sympathetic to take control, and we are going to have an increased heart rate, not a decreased heart rate. Our sweat glands in the sympathetic are controlled by muscarinic receptors, and our parasympathetic system does not actually control sweat glands very much at all. And so we're going to inhibit the sympathetic, and we're going to end up with decreased sweating. With vasoconstriction, the sympathetic system innervates our blood vessels with adrenergic receptors, and our parasympathetic does not innervate blood vessels. So we're not going to end up with vasoconstriction. So the correct answer is C, 2 and 5.